Hey, 10 tiny habits that can make you a better human being. Number 1, rise early. This is one of the most underrated statements because a lot of people think if the sleep past the sunrise, it's very good, beneficial. Maybe, could be. But there was a reason why our ancestors used to wake up before the sun. Why? Because it's good for your body, good for your energy, good for your physique, and you get that extra 2 or 3 hours in the day. Number 2, make your own bed. This one's an underrated thing too, but a lot of people actually do not make their own bed. And actually, if they do make their own bed, they do it after a while. Even I used to do that. Guilty as always. But once you're up, make your own bed. Takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I got this advice from a colonel that if everything goes wrong in that day, at least you have a beautiful bed to lay on. Number 3, wash your own clothes. This might sound really old school, but here in Asia, a lot of people cannot actually afford a washing machine or a dryer or something like that. So what do? Well, wash your own clothes. What's the purpose? It teaches you discipline. You don't wash your clothes for a lot of days, you don't have anything to wear. Number 4, work an hour extra. If you work an hour extra, that is like 360 to 340 hours extra a year. It could be at anything. Could be a project, could be a work, could be a business, could be anything. What it does is basically builds discipline. If you can work 6 hours, then you can definitely work 7 hours. And if you can work 7 hours, you can definitely work 9 hours. Number 5, eating on the right time. I'm guilty of this as many times as possible. Having a breakfast, lunch, and dinner and tea on time can be very beneficial, not only for your mental well-being, but also for your physical well-being, because your body needs appropriate amount of time to digest the food. Number 6, the rule of 15 minutes. What does that mean? It's really a simple trick, a really old trick. Learning something new for 15 minutes a day, every single day, no matter what. Saturday, Sunday, Mondays, every day. You can skip Sundays if you want to, if it's a holiday or vacation, but doing it for the majority of the week, like 5 days or 6 days. In 15 minutes, what are you going to achieve? Well, a lot. If you do it for 15 days, 15 minutes, it basically means it's around 50 to 60 hours or 70 hours in a year, which is a lot. You can do anything. You can learn how to knit, you can learn how to cook a new recipe, you can learn how a new gadget works, you can learn how to tie your shoes in a new way or how to use a new product. What it does is it basically helps your mind to churn information more clearly and makes learning a daily habit. Number 7, saving 20% of your income or salary or remuneration, whatever. What it does is, if you can save 20% of your salary or remuneration or income every single month, and you can let it compound 15 to 20% per annum, in 10 years' time, you will be way ahead of your peers. The question is not to be way ahead of someone, the question is to be building a really solid ground for yourself. Number 8, keeping resentment. Resentment, fear, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust. These things are basically like, as the Buddha said, it's a hot piece of coal you're holding in your hands, and it's burning really hot, and you're willing and waiting to throw it at someone else. You are going to get burnt anyway. Having resentment is the problem. Well, I'm not saying forget everything, forgive everyone. No, don't do that. You're human, not a tree. You can decide either you want to keep the memories and suffer, or you want to let go of that past and focus on the present. People either suffer in their imagination or people suffer in their memories. Either it's the past or it's the future. No one has ever suffered in the present because you hardly live in the present. Number 9, journal it out. This is an advice I got from a Swedish YouTuber, and she's been journaling for decades. So I started the same thing. And I thought, well, I'll do it for a few weeks and I'll stop. And it's been 2 months now. And almost every day, even when it's midnight, I do that. Why? It's basically a mental flush. Things that happen, good, bad, up, down, ugly, here, there, anywhere, get out some way or the other. Because you can't keep a lot of things in that tiny head of yours. Because if you do, you will be a mess. Number 10, sleep early. This is an advice I get from my mother all the time, and I'm guilty that I never follow it. I literally sleep at midnight, 1:30, 2 sometimes, most probably after 12. Basically between 12 and 1. It is a big problem. Why? Not only is it bad for my mental health, but it's also bad for my physical health because as always, the body needs time to digest the food you eat all throughout the day. And if you're not sleeping, the body is not going to digest the food. And then a ton of problems as you grow old. You don't realize this in your 20s, but you do realize this as you get older. 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. That is when the hammer hits the head. And because you have watched this to the very end, I'll give you one more. Number 11. This is an advice for myself. Stop worrying, start living. It will all get fine. Whether you like it or not, the job you're not getting, you will get that. The business you're not starting, you will do that. The client you're not getting, you will do that. Just keep doing the same boring things over and over again and things just happen. Luck is basically doing the same things over and over again when most people are not going to do that. You just got to do that. Ask any old person, old woman, an old man, what's the thing they regret most? They don't regret that they didn't make a lot of money or they didn't have a nice house or a fancy car. They regret the things most is because they spent a lot of your time worrying. If you worry a lot, that's the problem. You're stealing your time and it's going nowhere because it's not taking you forward. It's only keeping you at the same place or it's pushing you back. I hope this helps. Thank you.